welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a little bit different. The last video that I posted, storage auction video, we found a big giant wooden toolbox that was actually a jewelry box. I think it was a toolbox and then somebody like converted it over to a jewelry box, made it into a jewelry box because it has the way it has the tray on the top and everything. I'm just pretty sure that it was built as a toolbox and then somebody turned it into a jewelry box. But this video here, this video is all about that box. It's got a lot of cool jewelry in it, so I'm just gonna show all the jewelry up close and personal, kind of go through it and show you what we find in it. All right, let's get to looking. I'm not gonna show literally every single little piece, but we're gonna pull out, try to see, what we can find as far as any gold, any silver, anything like that. And there's also just going to be some good costume pieces in here, I think, such as this piece right here. It's a nice little piece. All right, and then right here, look at this right here. This is going to be sterling silver. There's a lot of nice silver in here. So look at this stone right there, turquoise. That's very nice. We got some watches, Anne Klein. Saw several Anne Klein. I know I saw a Seiko in there. Decent looking little watches. Up here's looks like a sterling silver. Yep, I can see the marking right there. Ring with the turquoise. We're gonna make a pile of sterling silver over there. I don't remember what was in here, if anything. And that's empty. Okay, that's got some little birthday month earrings in it. And this right here, that is going to be 14 karat. Now obviously I've got to test it, but it's got a good marking on it. Everything looks good. So 14 karat gold on the ring with the black stone. I don't know if it'd be opal or what. I'm not a jewelry expert. I mean, I've bought and sold a lot of jewelry over the years, but definitely not an expert on the stones or anything like that. And this is going to be a sterling silver ring. Look at this bad boy right here. Look at that stone that's in there. I'm pretty sure this is going to be sterling silver. Yep, this is sterling silver. All right. Look at this right here. Hold on. I believe this is probably sterling silver, but I'm not 100% on this. And I don't see a marking, but man, sometimes it's hard to find a marking on some of this stuff. Silver. I don't know, maybe it's not because it's kind of worn, kind of wearing off with a different color, but that doesn't mean that it's not. But it looks, to me, has the look and feel of it, but not sure on that one. Some of the stuff is a little bit tangled up. Or a lot tangled up. Come on. All right, we've got a sterling silver cross. 925 little sterling silver, whatever that shape is on that pendant, and then a sterling silver chain. So all that sterling silver. Let me hook this back together so it doesn't come loose. I mean, the pendants don't come loose and fall on the ground. And this thing is just loaded with sterling silver. This looks silver too. A lot of it's going to look silver, but not 100% sure right offhand. I'll have to check closer, but like that looks like it could be, but I don't see any markings at all. And the marking you want to look for on sterling silver, just in case you're not sure, most common is going to be 925. Sometimes it'll just say sterling, and there are other makers marks and stuff you can look for, but the most common that you'll see the majority of the time is just going to say 925 or written sterling somewhere. And sometimes it's hard to find because some of this stuff is handmade, and they'll put a tiny stamp, marking somewhere. That's Monet, that's costume there, but it's nice. There's some costume jewelry brands out there that the stuff brings as much as, gold or silver. So just because it's costume doesn't mean it's not worth anything. Alright, I'm trying to pick out some of the better pieces here. There's a chain right here. I wonder if this thing is gold. There's a little tennis. That's silver. What is that? Okay, it's a pin, but it's broken. The pin part is broken off of there. But that is sterling silver on the tennis player. All right, let's look at this chain right here. Is this silver or gold? Okay, it's marked as silver on the chain here. Okay, there's still some costume left. I think we're gonna move on down. What is this? Alright, we're gonna move down to the drawers down here, start looking through these. If we open this first one here, immediately, 925, Mexico. A lot of sterling silver jewelry comes from Mexico. But that's a little pendant there to hang on a necklace, sterling silver. Alright, we got that tangled up. A little bit of a tangled mess here, let's see. Alright, 925 on the pendant there, on this heart pendant. And this chain here, look close here. Okay, the chain's actually 14 karat gold. It's got a few knots in it and a few little like bends in it and everything, so it's definitely not perfect. Probably be, to a lot of people, they wouldn't even wear that, but some would. So let's take that off of there. Sterling on the heart. And also, just in case you didn't already know this, sterling silver can be gold in color. It can be silver, Same thing with gold. Gold can be yellow gold, then you have white gold. So that's gold there. I know most people probably know that, but just in case. pretty cool right there. It's another watch. It's a Timex Indiglo. Looks like a sterling silver pendant here. And yep, it is. Okay. And this is a pendant with, I guess those are initials on there. It's hard to LDF or S. And that's sterling silver. Silver. So everything right here so far is silver. Those two are gold. Alright, we got the S pendant there. Sterling silver. And, oh crap, and I just dropped it. So hold on a second, I'll pick it up. Let's see what this chain is. I think it's going to be silver. It's kind of hard to read, but yeah, sterling silver. Alright, so this is all silver. Once again, we got a little bit of a tangled mess here. We've got the heart here. Let's see. It does have a marking on it. It is actually 10 karat on this heart pendant right here. 10 karat gold. And the chain, okay, the chain has a marking on. All right, we're gonna test the gold pieces that came out of the jewelry box, or 99% of them. There's a couple of earrings that are still at my store that ended up, I took the jewelry box there. There was a few things in it. We found a few earrings, but that wouldn't have been a whole lot of weight. So we're gonna test these pieces here, verify what's real, and then we're gonna weigh it and get a total weight and see how much gold ended up being in this jewelry box or jewelry chest. Oh, and about the jewelry box, chest, toolbox, whatever. I thought it was a toolbox that somebody had turned into a jewelry box because of the felt and the little mirror and everything, but I found out that it's actually a Machinist toolbox, and it is supposed to have that felt in there and the mirror and everything. So that's what it is, a Machinist toolbox, and they can be pretty pricey. Some of them are several $1,000s for certain names and vintage ones. I don't know what that one necessarily is worth, because I saw them starting at $100 and going up to the thousands. But anyways, it is an actual toolbox, a Machinist toolbox. So I learned something new there. I'd seen wooden toolboxes. Maybe the one I had before had the felt in the mirror. I don't remember, but definitely learned something new on that one. But let's get this gold checked out. And in case you're not really sure on how to test gold, you gotta have a test kit. You gotta have the scratch stone. You gotta have the acids. You want something, if you're gonna do it, to protect whatever you're doing, because if that acid gets on the table right here, it will eat away at the finish and leave a mark. So I've got a plastic container, a little tote lid here, and then a piece of cardboard to kind of block if any of that spills off. Then what you want to do, okay, this right here is marked 14 karat. So what we're gonna do, you want to take the gold, you want to scratch it onto your stone here and get a mark. Then I'm going to take the 14 karat, which I barely have any left in here, on the 14 karat acid. And what you're going to do, you're going to pour it on there. If it's real, then it won't dissolve and it won't change colors. If it's 10 karat, it'll actually kind of turn a little bit kind of brown, but it won't disappear. And if it's fake, it'll just eat right through it and completely disappear. All right, so that did not change. You can see kind of some of the little gold flakes kind of floating in it, but the color didn't change, and it didn't eat away. So this one right here is real. This is a 14 karat gold chain right here. So that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna check the rest of these pieces and then we will weigh it out. All right, I tested everything out and the majority of it was 14 karat gold, and then we have some 10 karat gold. So everything in this pile right here is 14 karat. This is all 10 karat. So we're gonna weigh it here on the scale, see what we come out to. This is quite a bit in 14 karat. See if I can get it all to fit onto the scale without falling off, or if I'm gonna have to get something. Good lord. All right, hold on. All right, the 14 karat pieces are really just, there's just too much of it. It's too big to fit on this scale right here and not fall off. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in this box. So let's first weigh this box. All right, and this box says that it is 23 grams. So what we'll do is we will put all of this in the box. Now we're gonna weigh it. All right, 101 grams, so we're gonna minus the 23, so that's gonna come out to 78 grams of 14 karat gold. All right, and then with the 10, should be able to put the 10 onto the scale here without it falling off. So 46 grams, so 78 grams of 14 karat and 46 grams of 10 karat. So that's like, let's see, 78 and 46, what does that come out to? That's gonna come out to 110, 124 grams of gold total. And then, like I said, there are a few earrings that are back at the store, but there's also this little piece here. This is gold, except for, you know, it has these black beads, but it does have a gold clasp and gold beads. And this piece right here, which I'm wondering if that's, well, I was thinking maybe they went together, but this is kind of a real dark purple and that's black. But this has a gold clasp and a few gold beads mixed into it. So those I'll probably just sell as jewelry, probably run them through our auction. And a bunch of silver. I mean, I showed you all the silver. I mean, a lot of silver that came out of there. We filled up 3 cases, like shadow box cases, in our auction this week, full of sterling silver jewelry, and then we had a whole big bowl full of it still that we didn't put on this week's to put into the next week's auction. So that all came out of that Machinist toolbox. And then there's also just a lot of nice costume. Some of it we put in the auction, some of it we just sell up on our counter for a few dollars. And some of it, you know, some of it's just kind of, you know, little junk, decent stuff, but just $1 a piece. But 124 grams of gold, so that is pretty good on the gold. That's really good on the gold, actually. All right, so I just pulled up a couple completed listings on eBay right this moment on what 14 karat scrap going for, and like this one right here, 14 karat scrap gold, 30.75 grams. It sold for $900 there. You can see I had 20 bids. So I've got more than double. So you're looking at, you know, $2,000 plus right there. 31 grams, 14 karat, sold for $1,070. And like I said, I've got double that, and then almost triple, so probably more like $2,500 right here in scrap value. And then if we go with 10 karat, I'm just doing this on my phone real quick, Let's see, let me change the search here to 10, oops, not 20, 10 karat scrap gold. All right, and let's look at completed listings. Right there. Now we're going to search listings that have ended. Okay, let's find one that's like a lot of scrap. These are all individual pieces. Kind of harder to tell on these because people could be bidding on them for the actual jewelry. Okay, right. That one was best offer accepted, so that's kind of hard to tell. Hold on, let's find one. Maybe we can find a scrap lot. Okay, that's a charity. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Okay, here we go. Right there, 10 karat, 15.6 grams. I mean, it says not scrap, but I mean, mine's not scrap, but we're just going to see people are bidding on it as scrap. $354 for 15 grams. I've got 46, so I've got about 3 times that much. So about $1,000. So about $1,000 in scrap, and this right here, about $2,500. So about $3,500 in scrap gold value right here from these pieces right there. So not a bad deal at all on that, because there was all kinds of other stuff in the unit. The Hummels, the Yadro figures, all the silver, the furniture, and that was a $380 unit. So not a bad deal, but that's the power of storage auctions. That's what's gonna happen. That's that jackpot factor that, man, there's a lot of different ways to pick and get merchandise, but with storage auctions, you never know. But you can hit the trash jackpot also, but you can hit the real treasure jackpot. And when you do hit that, it's awesome. All right, that's it for this video. Y'all have a good one.